What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pop Culture Showdown. Today, we're talking all things anime. Who is the big three of anime right now? Everybody all over the Discords is always some type of argument. Who is your big three? Stay tuned and find out what we think it is. Welcome back, everybody, to, like I said, another episode of Pop Culture Showdown. I'm your host, Eric Williams. I'm joined with two very special guests, one returning and one new guest here for this show. So, to my far, what is this? My left, left. We have our very first time on the show. We have Beji right here. How you doing today, Beji?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today?
Yeah. So, what animes are you currently watching right now? So, since we got an anime episode, what you looking at?
I'm proud of this. I just finished Initial D. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Okay, you finished
yeah,
Initial D.
man. It's an OG racing anime right there, man. It was pretty good. A lot of seasons, a lot of episodes of nonsense, but pretty cool. That's one of my most recent finishes right now.
I don't think I've started. I've not finished it though.
I don't blame you.
I will say I like it because it has that. It came out before Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, but I can see that Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious movie took all the heirlooms from Initial D.
CGI,
yeah,
dope cars. If you into the Japan likes the culture of the car street racing, it's dope. I think anybody will probably like it if they watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys didn't tell, it's Treasure. She's back again. How you doing today, Treasure?
I'm good.
So what animes, same question, what animes are you currently watching / have recently finished?
So recently, besides the one, the only One Piece, gotta keep up with that. So
Why you looking that way? Why you looking like that?
That's your intro. Go ahead. I ain't gonna comment.
Go ahead.
known as the greatest anime on earth. I usually let the episodes stack up, but I've been watching that, and I also recently finished the 3rd season of Kimi ni Todoke. Mm-hmm. The English translation is From Me to You, and literally we have been waiting over 10 years for a 3rd season, and Netflix gave it to us. I immediately binged it and finished it in 2-3 days, and it was beautiful, and I will rewatch it again.
I like how you waited 10 years. That.
So, look,
I'm proud of you.
if you're a fan of One Piece, you can wait.
Which I'm
this. Time means nothing.
That is facts.
Yeah,
okay. You a One Piece fan?
I can't do the One Piece. But me, I've currently been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Shout out to Nadia, she put me on. It's cool. Like I say, it's all right. I like some of the concept of it, just them using alchemy to fight and everything like that. What else have I been watching? I've been rewatching Jujutsukaisen season 1, and just to prepare myself for the
What's to come?
Yeah, season 2. I watched a little bit of season 2, but I hadn't seen this.
You have to get into it.
It ain't as happy-go-lucky as season 1. I can tell you that. I need to jump on My Hero, the new season. I don't know if you peeped the shirt. We got Bakugo.
I like
Thank you, man. Yeah. But other than that, I just been chilling. Watching regular shows and everything. But let's get into our first topic. So, as we know, like I said, we're talking about anime right now. Obviously, it's exploded into the mainstream, as we said many times on this show before. But what was it like for people, even your own experiences, or I should say, being a closeted fan at first, because it wasn't that popular? So especially people older than us were they had to hide the fact that they like these type of things. Whereas now you see, obviously, the most famous one, Megan Thee Stallion, is putting it in every other song. She going to Japan shooting videos.
Yes.
Every other concert she do, she's dressing in anime inspired outfits. So what is your take on that? We'll start with Bitch.
It's a glorious days, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Never thought I'd see it, to be honest with you, because we started off being closeted. So for my generation, we grew up Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. We just watched them Toonami in the house. Mm-hmm. But we still go outside. The older generation before that, I feel bad for them. I know they couldn't enjoy themselves going outside. Now we have conventions, and it's so much freer now in society. So now when we're out in school, just outside, we can wear whatever we want now. Leave my hoodie, look at your shirt. It's glorious, right? Mm-hmm. So I do enjoy that. I will say starting off though, middle school growing up, it was rough. couldn't be seen on your phone, iPod, computer, watching any anime. You getting bullied, you getting made fun of. Like
It's weird because I know, especially in the black community, it's like even like the hard dudes out there, like they at least knew about Dragon Ball Z.
That was the main
like
Definitely.
but as soon as you start talking about something else, like I guess that was like not as popular. They're like, bro, shut all that stuff up. I don't know nothing about that. What you talk about? Like you lame. I was like, okay, all right, so y'all can accept Kamehameha, but as soon as I throw a Pokeball, then it's a problem.
But you know what's crazy? The toughest thing about that, the toughest person, right? They will become so weak to Yu-Gi-Oh, DBZ, Naruto, like that. If you ever, or even Yu Yu Hakusho, if you reference that, they like, oh yeah, bro, I know what that is. Oh yeah, you a cool dude. Like they like that, so that's the relatable animes. And then, I mean, you sit back and watch, you understand it. Like great, low key. So I get it. It's different.
Yeah. What's your take on it, Treasure?
Man, yeah, there definitely is like a major difference. I remember kind of similar to you when I was in high school. I have this one memory where I have two memories. One of them, I was like, I did not tell anyone really that I was like watching any anime unless it was like my closest friends. And I remember being in class and I think I was scrolling on my phone and someone saw something like anime related and everyone was like, why are you still watching cartoons like for kids? And I was like, dog, like this is not for children. Like I don't remember what the show was. But I was just like, this is not for kids at all. And I don't know. And I remember I had another memory where it was like toward the end of the school year and I had class with this guy I had like Luki had like a crush on and I did not tell him. I was like, I'm not telling him like anime. He's gonna think I'm weird. And I let it slip. And he was like, oh, you watch anime? And I was like, yeah, you? And he was like, yeah, I love it. He was like, you should have told me that like earlier on. I was like, so I was like, dang, like I could have.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me, senpai. Please.
Probably take a couple ills off that too. Low-key. That's all right. Though.
It's like, oh, this whole time, man, why did you say so?
Yeah, I was like, dang, there goes. Could have.
And our middle school, high school, like we had a lot of great, them early 2010s animes. Like I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of more raunchy. Like that's when actually it just came out and the anime and the harem animes and mangas. But like honestly, a lot of great animes came out in that early 2010s. So like for us to be in closeted behind that, we couldn't share the greatness of that. Like, I'm going back now looking at older animes. I'm just like, damn, bro, why are we not talking about this when we were younger? Like this
I remember I witnessed like in my middle school at the lunch table the Yu-Gi-Oh battles. And it was quiet. And like we knew they were playing the game, but then somebody threw down a trap card or something, and you would have thought somebody just scored a touchdown. They said, "Oh my God!" We all was like,
"Now end this!" Sorry to disappoint you, Yugi. Huh? You triggered my trap card. Power balance.
wrong with y'all?
Everybody turn around looking like, what's going on with
What's
that?
going
I'm about to say, don't get me wrong. I like the anime, but like I never had that like issue. For me, it was more so because I was also into like DC and Marvel and Star Wars was like my first love. Granted, I did like Dragon Ball and a few other animes at the time, but I wasn't as heavy as I am now. So I never really encountered that like, kind of plausibility. So like I was sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the people judging. Like I said, I was just like, bro, what y'all doing, bro? I was like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious.
I took that step back because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in middle school with you.
Yeah.
So like the Yu-Gi-Oh thing was crazy. That's always to me still gonna be crazy. I feel like it takes too much time. But I definitely had the Bakugans for sure. I used to collect Bakugans for sure.
Top-ranked Bakugan players, prepare the arena for battle. Arm yourself with a Baku clip, or present your Baku rack and choose from your collection. The Battle Brawl.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut
And then we was at the DS at school playing Pokemon, so I couldn't complain. I couldn't say nothing. I'm in there playing whole trading, battling and stuff. Like who am I to say anything? So I was quiet with it low key, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was.
We definitely came a long way, but we got to pause it right there. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the big three of anime.
For all of life's poison risks, there's Poison Help. Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline.
Hello, Poison Help?
That answers all of your poison questions. At home,
I might have taken too much medication.
at work,
I think I've breathed in chemical fumes.
and on the go.
They ate a mushroom. What do I do?
With expert guidance and treatment advice in over 100 languages. When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help. 1-800-222-1222.
Going to cheerleading camp next to the abandoned insane asylum, it's like throwing the blood away.
50% of Americans like watching blood get spilled in horror movies, but only 3% donate it. Now that's scary.
Yeah.
Like Panic at the Disco, All American Rejects, of course Linkin Park the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
But we are back with, like I said, another episode. We're going to be jumping right into it. The street's been talking. It's always an argument somewhere here, there. Every con I go to, who is the big three of anime right now and of all time? But right now we're going to get into who is currently the big three, the major three that everybody is widely regarded like the best right now. So, guys, the big three of anime. Treasure.
I'm gonna go with
what is the big three? Like,
I'm gonna go with what I feel like is the obvious. Definitely say Demon Slayer. I'm gonna say Jujutsukaisen.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say My Hero Academia. And I know that sounds like I'm just saying it because like they're just like the hottest thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, besides that, I just feel like they definitely do have like a lot of
fans.
like fans and like just manga sales on top of that. Like, I mean, the popularity is skyrocketed. My Hero held longevity its entire run and how big its fan base has gotten and like become. Demon Slayer has been, at least in my eyes, like a bit like on and off with like its popularity, but especially within these last few months, like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen have been beloved. Like if you're on TikTok, all the trends, the different sounds, it's always those two going back and forth.
Especially Jujutsu Kaisen. I think
yes,
Demon Slayer kind of simmered down a little bit.
A little bit recently, yeah.
But Loki, you can't get on social media without saying those two. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. But no offense to your top three. I'm not just.
Who's the big three right now for you? Like,
I'm uncultured, so I can't really talk on this. I'm not gonna lie. I do. All right, so let me. I'm not a big fan of JJK. I respect it.
Really?
Dang.
I'll murder you.
Nah, see, look, funny enough, I was reading that before even got animized or anything like that, and then I was like, people liking it too much, and I'm like, it's just way too much action and not a lot of like lore to it, even though it is now. Obviously, after some years going, but yeah, to take a step back, My Hero definitely for sure. That can be maybe my top three right now, like the longevity, like she mentioned as well, and then I also like the characters' development for some of them, and then it reminded me of like World Trigger. I like the big bunch of characters with different powers, and they contribute to different elements of the plot.
That's what issue I'd have with that show. It's always too many people in that show.
World Trigger or
oh my god, no, My Hero.
That's what makes it fun.
I would say that half the people don't matter. Like that's
why I don't want to hear about them. That's why.
You like what? Oh, you don't like One Piece.
No, I mean not that I don't like it. I just refuse to continue.
I was gonna say, watch your words.
I know you guys ever heard a show called Case Closed.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
That's been out for like 20 years. I'm like, you might as well, if you could watch One Piece, you could watch Case Closed. And then now if I watch Case Closed, I feel like I have to watch One Piece.
But how many episodes is Case Closed?
About the same. Right?
Probably like 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah, might be maybe in chapters that long, but I know in the anime it's definitely probably in 1,000. It should be in 1,000. I don't know how much it got animated, but
if I had started it younger, when I was a young lad.
Yeah,
young lad.
Yeah, back in the day, like I started and that first. Maybe I'd do that. Say it was like 500 episodes in across like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
I'd continue watching, but I watched episodes here and there when it was on for kids.
Yeah,
like no.
I'll just say I definitely started One Piece when I was in high school during the summer and I had like no life. So I mean.
Why are we talking about? It was about the big three right now. See, that's what the One Piece fans do. They make everything about
when it's
One
that
Piece.
great a show, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Had me looking upset on camera. Come on, man.
But you said is what? My Hero. What were the other two you said?
I'm gonna name another anime I've liked that out of all the new bunch. What's the one called? Level 100 something.
Level 100, really? I haven't heard of that one.
That sounds very familiar.
Different world in the genre, like Sekai genre, whatever it's called, but they in another world. He's like start off from like 0 to 100. He's basically like overpowered in the anime and stuff like that. But it is cool.
That's
The animation, yeah. And I think I had read that like some years ago. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is what this is, and the animation was cool. I do kind of like the story on it. So that's like My only two is right now that's popular. Now that sounds crazy if anybody listening right now. I'm sorry for being a hater, but that's just what it is.
I didn't hear you either one of you guys mention Attack on Titan.
You know, I wanted to, but I think I was looking at it like, could you say current? And I feel like I would say Attack on Titan. I don't know. I would if we could have a big four. I want to say Attack on Titan because I really do. Like Attack on Titan is just that show.
Honorable mention.
I don't know. I think I'm looking at it as like Demon Slayer, JJK, and My Hero are like around the same time
because they're ongoing.
Yeah, AOT was first and kind of like more so with My Hero out of the other two options, I guess. But yeah, AOT is up there.
I got one.
What?
I'm gonna let you do your thing. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Okay.
I was about to say, I hear no One Punch Man. I haven't gotten into it like that.
I started season 2 and I was like, oh
two?
my god, this is like amazing.
Really good.
Yeah, but there was so many different characters in that, like a main focus plot, and then everybody's a big fan of Goro, him being like the vigilante air quote type thing. So that's what got me into it. Then I read the manga and I'm like, oh, a lot of characters. I know you hate that. A lot of characters, a lot of powers, but it was a cool dynamic on the fight setups and like the comparison of powers and stuff. I mean, nobody's gonna beat Saitama, obviously, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say, isn't the whole thing is that he is the strongest person?
He does.
The One Punch
The way they write it in the actual manga adaptation and the show, because it's like a webtoon or something, they write it pretty well. Like they don't abuse it, even though like when he does pop up, you know what's gonna happen, right? But it's well written. It's well written. I like it.
Yeah, his name with a name like One Punch Man. I'm sure the fight will last so long.
That was my reaction too until I watched it and I was like,
And then you got new stuff like Chainsaw Man. Everybody loves Chainsaw Man. Like I haven't seen it.
Kind of fell off a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You think Chainsaw Man fell off?
I don't know. Like I tried reading the manga after the anime ended, and I don't know. I just stopped caring. It's not bad, but it's just like okay.
And before we keep going, let me ask you a quick thing. I remember you mentioned do you think that like animes take too long to come out? Or there's too much long of a gap, like especially with like Attack on Titan, that had a long gap, and then even when we got the last season, part 2, part 3 of the last season. Why is your last season 4 parts, a year apart each?
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know. I would say honestly, I would say the opposite. I feel like some shows come out too quickly.
Really?
Yeah. Like okay. Not to bring it up again, but look at One Piece. Like, it's a great example. It really would have done, I think I would have preferred if we got like some time in between, mostly because like it affected the quality of the series.
Right.
Because there are a few arcs where like they had to significantly like slow down the episodes and stretch it because it was catching up to the manga.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could take more time to like.
I feel like that's a special case because that's been going on for damn near 10 years. So
yeah.
I'm talking about animes. You've been out 5 or 6 years, but it's a year and a half, damn near 2 year gap between seasons. You know what I mean?
That's probably at the point. Maybe it's based on like what Japan wants, I guess. Because I know like America has like a different taste, I guess.
Yeah, well, we're going to have another taste for this PSA break that we got to take right now. But we're going to get back into this Big 3 conversation because we got we're going to talk about the OGs in the game. So, all right, stay right there.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. And together, we turn great ideas into reality by accessing our networks, our experience, and the best of ourselves to make a difference. Around the world, Rotary brings leaders together to build new friendships and to solve problems. Like in Austria, where generations work side by side to build sustainable housing and community centers. In India, volunteers run a mobile blood bank to help provide a steady blood supply for their local community. And in Taiwan, people are working hard to get vulnerable citizens the support and services they need. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Take action with us. Find out more at rotary.org/action.
Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. So you can always find people who are helping. Thank you to all the first responders who put their lives in danger to help us when my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma need them.
Thank you, first responders.
We look out for the helpers because they look out for us.
At the end of the day, this is what I signed up for as a first responder, and this is what I love to do. And I'm going to continue going to work day in and day out and providing help to those that need it.
Thank you, first responders. Thank you, first responders. Thank you, first responders. Love you. Mwah.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another. Thanks.
It was decent. I watched it. It was decent.
Yeah, the live action was cool, But I mean, we're gonna get into. I'm sorry, we were just talking about how like One Piece needs to come to an end already. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm trolling. Anyway, we're gonna get back into this big three anime conversation, and we're gonna touch on who of because we talked about the current, right? Like the shows that are ongoing and have yet to end. But we're going to talk about shows that may have already ended and probably paved the way for a lot of like the newer anime. So who is the OG big three, like the original, the trendsetters, the grandfathers in the game, or whatever you want to call it? I don't know. I'll start with Benji. Who do you think is like your big three, or widely considered the big three among anime fans?
Yeah, I'm getting to that age now, man. I'm getting that OG status, so I'm gonna go like Naruto. Right.
Okay.
I do Naruto. I
said that's a very safe one too.
Yeah, it's well rounded, right? Yeah. I know everybody expecting Dragon Ball Z. I can't give anybody in that anime
you wouldn't be wrong.
I don't know, man. I'm more like, all right. So I do Naruto. Oh jeez, low key. I was a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh back then, man.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I like how he carried us. I like how he carried himself, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh?
He was like the first anime I seen where the hairstyle was like super crazy, right? And then like he had the friend group that I was watching.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, nah, Yu-Gi was on some other stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Then I backpedaled and I watched Yu Yu Hakusho, and I was like, okay, Urumeshi's probably like that for one of my OGs. Yeah, see? What I'm saying? That was like, oh, he's on big boy time now. I was like,
Guys just don't fight girls.
I'll fight with you.
You're messy. Are you serious?
She's a fighter and she's trying to get in our way. I don't care if she's a girl or a baby or somebody's grandmother. I'll still knock her out. What did he say?
He don't care.
Because I got you watching Yu Yu Hakusho. I remember. She had never seen it. Yu Yu Hakusho was great.
It made my top 5.
I was to say, she went from not seeing it to it being in her top 5.
Yeah.
So
you redeemed yourself, man. All right. You redeemed yourself, man. Okay, that One Piece talk was crazy.
Wow.
But Treasure, who's probably
speaking of One Piece, that takes one of the spots, of course.
Is it the number one spot? Because it's one.
It ain't 2 or 3.
It's stuff better, man. I swear it is.
And you know what? We're gonna save that for off. It's gonna be a long discussion. But besides One Piece, definitely Naruto and Bleach.
Really, Bleach? Okay.
Bleach is a pretty. Pick. I never I started Bleach. I didn't finish it because I couldn't navigate what was filler and what wasn't, and going on the websites to figure out what's important. It was just so many different answers, so I paused it. That was 3 years ago. But we're gonna hit play at some point.
When you hear this, you gonna pause on Bleach for 3 years, but be all caught up on One Piece?
Yeah, that's crazy. You had so much time.
Listen, there are priorities with some things. Some things are more priorities than the other. That's all I can say.
You probably was about to sit down and watch the newest Bleach episode, right? Or the whatever you left off, and then Gear 5, shoom, change the channel.
Comes Ichigo, but we'll finish this in one single blow.
A few moments later.
Here I come.
Oh,
here I come.
Clears. Oh, Gear 5 clears. I'm sorry.
Was it better than Ultra Instinct?
Ooh.
As far as I guess the power itself and entertainment, yeah, because Ultra Instinct, Goku is fast, he's strong, he's a god or whatever. I was there for that. I enjoyed it. But Gear 5 Luffy is broken. I keep telling people, I'm when he learns, because he played with lightning and he bent it. If he can learn how to do that with air or something, he would be a terrorist.
He would. He'd be a threat.
Literally, he's broken.
So you're saying that Luffy Gear 5 is beating Goku Ultra Instinct?
I think so. My thing with that is, unless I'm mistaken, I feel like Goku's probably faster than Luffy, so that would be a challenge if I'm going to be honest. But I think he would definitely put up a good fight because like he's going to play with him like Luffy played with everybody else.
Don't expose yourself too much. I was going to say you before you answer. I was going to say now. Let me backpedal. What's the better intro of the character transformation? But then you got in your bag.
Honestly,
so like,
I'm gonna still say Gear 5. Did you see the intro? It was good. It was good.
Instinct music.
Yeah.
No, Ultra Instinct had me. I was like on the edge of my like seat.
I was like, it's the same old Goku.
Yeah,
with Gear 5, that music, and it was like boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
For One Piece, it was different. So I was like, when I watched it, I was like, damn, okay, this actually is pretty well animated. The music, the gist of it, I was like, okay, I like it. It was dope.
I mean,
it was a party, not a fight.
He probably beat Goku just because it's a Toon Force thing. Like,
I do not agree.
He can do Bugs Bunny stuff. Like it's fake. Like
pull a mallet out.
Yeah, like come on. Like Luffy just turned into a mask pretty much. Like
yeah, he's Luffy.
Well, I think the big three for me is, of course, Dragon Ball, just because of the mainstream appeal. I feel like it's a gateway anime.
Yeah.
Like I said, watching Dragon Ball got me into watching everything else. And then Pokemon. Pokemon is a phenomenon. Okay, you mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh, and I say that's a close second. Pokemon, you got the cards. You know how much Pokemon cards go for? The rare ones?
Crazy amount. Yeah. I keep up with it sometimes.
Some people's rent is a one Pokemon card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I went to a collector's con a few weeks back.
Can I have some Charizards for $100? $200?
Dudes was pulling out bands of money for some Pokemon cards. Bands. Stacks.
That's crazy.
Okay, for Pokemon. Hey,
I respect it though, you know.
A Mewtwo?
Charizard, the OG Charizard card.
Don't let it be a Chrome card.
Yeah, that was.
Oh nah.
Holographics, everything.
That's a car payment. Like no, but yeah, Pokemon just because the mainstream opinion, and probably if I had to throw the last one in there, Naruto, just because it's everywhere pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like Naruto. I feel like gets the most collabs. Like you talk about shirts, shoes, like clothing and everything. Just like
that Akatsuki card is everywhere.
And you cannot go to any convention or any type of anime event without seeing one, if not a gang of Akatsuki members walking around in the robes, the crossed out headbands. Like they just everywhere. It's like I don't know what to compare it to. It's like I don't know.
Everybody want to be Itachi.
Yeah, everybody want to be Itachi. Like
that's one of the best swags, like apparel you can ever apply to yourself ever. Like you can never go wrong with the Akatsuki robe. You cannot, bro.
It's like when you got a hat. It's like you can never go wrong with a Lakers hat, a Chicago Bulls joint, like what else? A Raiders hat,
jersey,
like,
anything. Like, but that Akatsuki robe, you amplifying your swag, bro.
It ain't going nowhere.
You could be the most bottom tier anime fan. Like you just watch something. You throw in that Akatsuki robe, everybody think you the best guy in the room or something like that. You know
we go to conventions and like people that don't watch anime, you just give them the robe. Solidified. They good. Nobody asks them questions. Nobody questions. They solidified, bro. And they're going through the whole convention. No bad looks, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. I bet you. Yep. But yeah, those are like my big three. I think because you can't argue with just the longevity and influence of Dragon Ball and Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then Naruto is just Naruto.
It's iconic, It's Naruto.
But anyway, thank y'all both for being a part of the show. Gotta have you back on, at some point, talk about the big three. It's okay that One Piece, it's not really in the big three, but
whoa,
you could.
I take Death Note over One Piece.
What? Okay, Death Note is great.
It's amazing, right?
So you see, we gotta leave it there.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta leave. Why?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
We can trash One Piece together.
At least my MC ain't dead.
Who he's never gonna die.
All right, okay.
He's never dead.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Pop Culture Showdown. Like I said, we'll be back I don't know what the next episode will be. The next episode will definitely be DC versus Marvel because we've been long overdue for that. It's been a lot of stuff. It's been a lot of stuff going on, and DC got to answer for it. As a DC fan, I'm very disappointed. But anyway, thank you for watching. What is your big three of anime? Tell us in the comments what you think it is, whether you disagreed or if you're a One Piece fan, if you're an Oda's witness. But yeah, we will see you in the next one.